Damn!
Today's build is one of the new swaps added in update 1.34, taking the engine from the RUF CTR3 and putting it in the Porsche Carrera RS from 1995. This is a pretty cool swap because it takes a pure sports car and gives it a bunch more power. I've tuned this car at both the 700 performance points and 800 performance points level. And the good news is the car with the swap can hold its own at both performance levels. So the base car alone is amazing, but this swap improves its power, increases its range, and it doesn't really make the car much of a challenge to tune. Because of how nimble and planted the stock Porsche is, the new engine just allows you to push the car even further. With the new update and that swaps and extreme tuning parts are now purchasable, I'll be providing a number of new tunes over the next few weeks, so be sure to like and subscribe if you're looking for more. So let's jump into it. This video is going to focus on the Sardegna tune, as I wanted to max out the car as much as possible and see how it does, and it really doesn't disappoint. This car is max tuned to 800 performance, handles well, it's stable, but it is pushing it to its limits. On Sardegna, you're going to have to adjust the fuel mapping to make the race work, but it's only one of a handful of road cars that can actually compete at this level. So this car is effective at multiple levels. The 700 tune for Le Mans gives you a much easier, relaxed experience if you want to use it for grinding, as compared with Sardegna, which is pushing the car much harder. Still, it's a relatively easy race, but you do need to time your pits and tire chases effectively to make it work. So here's a little history on the 993, the Carrera RS. It was originally introduced in 1993, and it's the last 911 equipped with an air-cooled engine. The 993 features a lower and flatter front end, which was a change from Porsche that required them to redesign the front headlights. The stock car has the same 3.3 liter flat 6 from the previous model, but it was tuned to produce 268 horsepower and 243 pounds of torque. This car stock came with either a 6-speed manual or a 4-speed Tiptronic transmission. The RS was the more powerful version of the Type 993 and went into production in 1995. Power was increased to 295 horsepower, and the curb weight was also reduced. This gave the 993 RS better handling with a new rear multi-link suspension, and overall it was just a much more capable car. For this build, we're dropping in the engine from the RUF CTR3, giving this car 894 horsepower and 703 pounds of torque. So in terms of the tune, here's what we've come up with. We've increased this performance from 670 performance points to just under 800. Horsepower is 894. The new car does have 703 pounds of torque. The weight comes in at just 2,348 pounds. So its power to weight ratio is incredible. Acceleration, top speed, and cornering are all improved. This tune has a bunch of permanent upgrades. Those include weight reduction stage 3, increased body rigidity. I've opted for the extreme titanium rods and pistons. It's got an engine balance tuning, and it's got polished ports. Performance upgrades include a wide body kit from GT Auto, racing medium tires, although you'll need to pick up a set of intermediate or wet if you do plan to tune this thing for Le Mans. Fully customized suspension, fully customized LSD, front and rear aero from GT Auto. It's got a full control computer. It's got a power restrictor and a ballast. Fully customized racing transmission. I've added a medium RPM turbo. And the racing components include a muffler, air filter, exhaust manifold, an intercooler, brakes and pads, brake balance controller, and a clutch and flywheel. The brake balance controller is slightly weighted to the rear. I'll quickly flash up the tune from 700 performance points. Again, this video is focused on the Sardegna tune, but a number of you guys are probably going to run this on Le Mans, so I'll show that now just so you guys can see what the adjustments are as well. Just note the parts changes, so there's a transmission change, and there's also adjustments to the weight and power. So to make this car work, the adjustments include updating the body height. I've adjusted the suspension to give it better entry and exit on corners. Again, overall the stock car is amazing, so this tune didn't require a ton of work to make it hold the road. But with some tweaks to camber, dampening, and frequency, you can make this car even more nimble. We've added aero to help improve the handling, and also adjusted the transmission to improve acceleration and overall lap times. This particular gearing is adjusted to the Sardegna course, but feel free to shorten or lengthen the gears, or whatever track you're running the car on. So as mentioned, as of update 1.34, you can get the engine swaps from roulette tickets, or thankfully you can purchase them from GT Auto. This particular swap is roughly about 550k. So let's talk about race strategy. I'm not going to cover Le Mans, it's pretty simple, just run it at fuel mapping 6 and adjust for the weather. Sardinia is similar, but because of the fuel consumption of the new engine, you'll need to short shift and conserve fuel on some of the straights. Plan to run this thing at fuel map 6. You're going to plan for 2 pit stops, and it's still posting decent lap times at around 140. So again, this is not the fastest car around the course, but that's not the point of this tune. You're running a road car against Group 3 race cars, which is pretty satisfying. You can pick up this car from the used dealership when you get a chance. At the time of recording, it's not available, but it does cycle through quite often. It's approximately 210,000 credits, but the good news is this car can also be obtained at any time by completing mini book number 31. So I've linked a video on engine swaps as well should you need more information. It covers the swaps and it has the updated swap list as of 1.34 in the pinned comments if you want to learn more. But this build was incredibly fun. The original 993 is already a great car, but this swap just makes it incredible. Again, you're competing against legitimate race cars, and the engine note on this swap is amazing. In terms of livery, it's one of my own creation and is shared if you want it. It's a flat black base with bright yellow and gloss black highlights and some custom badging indicating the swap. So I hope you enjoy this tune and it earns you considerable money in GT7. This one is a bit of an investment, like it's not a cheap car to build. But if you like these tunes, please like and comment below. It greatly helps with my channel growth on YouTube and it helps steer me in the direction for the content that you like. If you're looking to connect with others around gaming in general, feel free to join the Discord. If you're looking for more info on GT7 tunes and the gaming, it's just a great overall community. As always, thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one.